Let's announce it. We are starting. I will also share the Steam page of the game so people can check it out and wishlist it. There we go. And 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
2.
Okay, let me check if everything is working fine on my end too, and then we can start. It's working fine on my end too, and then we can start. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Working fine on my end too, and then we can start. Please say something, each one of you. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Working fine on my end too, and then we can start. Please say something, each one of you. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Working fine on my end too, and then we can start. Please say something, each one. Working fine. Everything is working fine. Okay, let me sit into my original position here. And let me know if we can start. Jekyll, Veronica, and Volba.
I think Veronica is vertical now.
Yeah, don't know.
She has added a new mode to the game.
She added vertical. You're still vertical? Okay.
We were talking about verticality, right, in the past. So
Yes.
we had it now. I will. Okay, so let me know if you are ready to start. Let me know, guys, if you're ready to start.
One more is joining us from the other room.
Nice.
Joseph?
Okay, so welcome everyone in the very new episode of my Dev Live show. Today I'm joined with the developers of the game called Tale of the Bullet Knight. First of all, I would like to say that I'm very thankful and very honored that you joined us for today's episode. Like I'm always saying, let's start with a little bit of introduction. So please, each one of you, introduce yourself in a bit for us.
Ladies first?
Yeah, you can. Ladies first, it's very true. Veronica, if you want, you can start. Yeah. So please introduce yourself for us.
Hey, my name is Veronica, and I'm 25 years old. I'm playing games for all my life, from my childhood, and now I'm creating games with guys with this team, and I'm really happy for it because I really like games, and I think it's a great stuff. It's a great thing that really important in some way, even in art way. I think the game is the games more seriously than often people think about it, just like games. But I think that games can be really great.
True. I agree with that. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
I'm going to, first of all, I'm going to thank everyone for participating in this interview. And second of all, I'm going to introduce myself, Jackal, or just Jackal for friends. And I'll be the translator for today. And I'm also the art and creative leader of the project Bullet Knight, or Tale of the Bullet Knight.
Thank you for that too.
Okay, my name is Vova, and I'm a developer, programmer on this project, and maybe a technical leader, some kind of this. Hello. And what can I say? I love great games.
Okay.
It's all.
Okay, thank you for that. So after this brief introduction, let's move to my very first question as always. So what was the very first contact with video games as a player, if you remember those times of your past? Of course, this question of mine goes to each one of you. So we can go in the same order: Veronica, Jekyll, and Volva.
May I hear again question?
So what was sure. So what was your very first contact with video games as a player, if you remember those times of your past? But of course, Jekyll can translate it if he wants.
I'll be translated today.
Okay.
So Каков был ваш первый контакт с видеоиграми в целом с таким вот полем, развлекательным, искусством, кодингом, как бы этот человек ни называл, все равно это видеоигры.
From childhood?
Yes. Like the very first contact of video games, like that you remember back in your past, in childhood.
I remember that I was received a gift from my family member. It was a Psychonauts
okay.
disc.
Double Fine game, nice.
I played it like in 8-9 years, and it was a great experience. And I really love this game still. So I think yes, maybe Sims.
Okay. Okay. I see.
Maybe some telephone games.
I see.
When the telephone already starts to, the people start to have telephones, and we have some simple these games in telephones. But Psychonauts expressed me the most.
I see. And what was the special thing that you liked about Psychonauts the most? Because you told us that you loved that game so much. What was the specialty?
It was so crazy for me because everything in Psychonauts is so strange, and when you're a child, it's even more strange and so creepy sometimes. And it was like seems nobody, nothing else. It seems nothing. I don't see anything like this in my life.
True, I agree on that. Yeah. The developers, by the way, who made Psychonauts, they made also other awesome games like Brutal Legend and so on. So yeah, they're good at creating very unique games. Yeah. Thank you for that. By the way, thank you for that. Yeah. What about you, Jacal? Your very first contact with video games?
I was 6 or 7 years old. It was my first grade. It was in a very distant part of the world. And for some reason, someone pre-downloaded a few games on the computer by that time. So it already had some. And at that point, I remember that every time if you open a computer, if you go to disk C, you're going to find a video game. And the first video game, it was actually 2 video games at once. First was Zuma. It was a little frog shooting
balls,
shooting balls, yeah. So you have a line like 3 or 4 to like break the line. And second one was a violent game named Alien Shooter, the very first one.
Okay.
And that's pretty much it.
Thank you.
That was my first contact.
Thank you for that. What about you, Wova?
I don't remember what game exactly was my first.
Okay.
But I think it's Counter-Strike or Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'm a fan of those. Nice.
I was about 5 years old, and my parents buy me a computer, and I download Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It was super hard for me when I was a child, but so interesting. My first experience.
Nice. Lovely. Thank you for those answers from each one of you. So my next question would be, you loved playing video games and hopefully you still love playing video games, but what was that time period in your life when you realized that each one of you would like to work on video games? So it's not just about that you loved playing video games, but what was that light bulb moment in your life that you would like to really work on video games now? What was that one moment in your life and realize it, or was it like a longer period of time of like thinking of working on video games? Of course, Jacal, if you want, you can translate it.
It's Какой был переломный момент, когда мы все поняли в какой-то момент, что мы должны сами создавать игры?
Interesting question.
We can start with you, Veronica, with the same order, like Veronica, Jacal, and Wova.
Yeah. I think it was in the period when I was a teenager, and I play in video games really a lot, and it was so beautiful appearance. I'm really like it because I think I was having some hard age period. I have some troubles with my parents, with my family,
I see.
some life troubles when you're teenager and so hard. And the games was my like a world in which I feel myself great and calm, and I start to realize that I want to do also something like this to help people to somehow also go in some other beautiful worlds to
escape.
not escape, but have some great appearance in some other world if you don't like your world or something or the rest.
I see. Thank you for that. Thank you. What about you, Jika?
Well, so for time of why exactly I went for it, it was the dissatisfaction of what I'm playing. Everything I played at one point became too tiring for me, and I was also always missing something. It was also this game has great this mechanic, this game has that mechanic, yada yada yada. Like it's just feels like nothing had a perfect combination. Then I started looking into my mood. So what am I missing in the current mood? And I had like separate games and separate game folders that I used to play, and I used to play a lot. Just trust me on this one. Depending on what exactly is happening in my life. So I was mood driven, and how it just I always felt like games just in general they're missing some kind of not identity but some kind of freedom, because I worked in the game dev field for a while as an artist, and I always felt like there's some limitations on indie. There's one kind of limitation on AA. There's one kind of limitation on triple. I never worked on it, but I have friends who worked on it, and it feels like it has even more limitations. So I always just wanted to go like, what if?
I see. Okay, thank you for that one. Interesting. Okay.
Great motivation.
Sorry.
Interesting motivation.
True. Very true. Okay. What about you, Vova?
Okay, I think there are two periods in my life.
Okay.
First, it's when I create maps for Counter-Strike in Hammer World Editor, and in this time I was like a level designer, and I remember that my dad walked into my room. So what I do and just said, "Wow, this cool. You maybe must try more." And I just really maybe you're right. And in the middle school, like 7th grade, I start learning Unity, and then I this became maybe my love.
I see.
My big dream to make games.
I see.
That's all.
Okay. By the way, what made you choose Unity? Because you told us that you started working in Unity. What was the special motive to choose Unity and not other engines, if you don't mind me asking it?
I just saw a video in YouTube that man create some simulation of natural selection, and I just I want to create this too. How? I just type how to create this and just Unity. Whoa. Okay, let's go.
I see. Okay. Thank you, by the way, for all of your answers again. So my next question would be a more personal question. So I believe that it is important to have mentally supportive background in our life in order to chase our dreams. So my next question will be towards this topic. In your life, when you started working on video games, were your parents, close friends, and family members supporting you during the start and the journey of making games? How do you feel about that? So were your family members, parents, and friends supportive about this decision that you started making games? How do you feel about this? Of course, we can start with you,
Just
Veronica,
one question.
again. Yeah, sure.
One small interruption.
Okay.
Is this show tobacco friendly?
Yeah, sure. I'm okay with that. Yeah, sure.
Perfect.
Sure.
Thank you.
I don't mind.
Carry on. I'm sorry for the interruption.
Yeah. You can translate it just in case if you want. But I think all of us understand.
Два момента. Я задал вопрос, можно ли курить табак, разумеется, на стриме. То есть ответ положительный, курить можно. Также есть еще момент. В принципе, весь вопрос был про то, что когда мы вступили на этот путь геймдева, как относились к этому наши близкие, друзья, родители, то есть как вообще, сколько мы ощущали поддержки, ощущали ли ее, особенно в начале пути.
I think that I'm right now in the start of my way.
Okay.
I got some support, but not so like it's cool from some of my friends. Yeah, it's really cool. They like it. From my mother, I think I have a little support because when I was a child, she's also made some game. I remember it was like in 2010, I think. So it was really some old game. So she understands. But my grandmother, for example, she not understand already this style of life, this job. She doesn't understand because she more like old person with some traditional views on the life. Yeah, so she just don't get it. But my father also like it because he's also a game player, and I see often how he played games when I was a child. So he support, I think.
I see. Do you think, by the way, Veronica, it is important for you to have a mentally supportive background in your life in order to chase your dreams, or it's not that important and you will do it anyway?
Yeah, I think it's not important and I will do it anyway.
I see. Okay. Thank you. Hi for our friends with the mask as well. Hi. Hi there. Okay.
He's our animator. He doesn't talk so much.
Nice. Okay, what about you, Jaquel?
Oh, well, for me, I started at the first point when I got the point of your question. I had a small hysteria inside of me because it was always in spite. It was always like my parents, at least, and my entire family since I was very small. When I talked about video games, even when I just talked about them, they were always going like, we're always dissatisfied, just in general with video games. They see it more as like a bad habit that could turn into addiction. So it was as if, so my at least my parents viewed it as if I came back with a bottle of beer as a kid. I was like, this is my love right now, and I'm gonna stick with it.
True.
It was the same situation. I felt like they did not like it too much, but I was on one project, and it was a small indie game. It was released, but I'm gonna keep it a small secret, at least for now. And I got my first salary. It was like a bit below average when I first got it as a newbie 3D artist. I was like, Mom, cash. I got some cash. And my mom said, okay, you know what? Maybe you're not that worthless. Maybe. Just maybe. But my friends they were also doubting it. They were also doubting that I could actually create something, because I was also always the guy who hops on a team and goes like, "Hey, we can do this and that and yada yada yada. We can change this, change that. We can add one thing and another." I was always a bit too over enthusiastic, which turned down a lot of people. So I was learning to find the flow, the perfect balance between creativity and following orders.
I see.
It became better over time, but still, my mom and dad, I know you guys are still doubting me, but love each other.
Do you think, by the way, same question goes to you, which went to Veronica as a question as well. So do you think, like, for you it is important to have a mentally supportive background, or you would happen to do it anyway without the support of your family members and friends?
I would say even more. I'm such a stubborn person that if you doubt me and you go like, "Nah, you're not gonna make it. You're too weak. You're too, I don't know, not creative enough, not talented enough," I go in spite. I go like, "You know what? I don't want to create this game, but just for the spite of it, I'm creating it."
I see. So you want to prove them wrong. That's nice. That's nice. That's passion. Okay. What about our friend in the mask? Would he like to add something to the table, or he's staying out of the conversation? No. Okay. No. Just for now. No. Okay. Sorry. Okay. What about Ola? Let's switch to him.
Okay.
As the question.
Maybe I'm very lucky person.
Okay.
But my family is so supportive, and when just I said my dad saw what I did,
you
just
mentioned
said, you must did it, and like my mom doesn't know what video games, what is it. Okay, you wanna create video games? Okay, great. Maybe I should buy you a new computer. What? And this really just give me a big motivation to doing that. And my friends, it's all the boys that playing video games every day, and they "Oh, you creating video games? Nice. Let's create some."
I see.
Fun history. And what about isn't important to me? I think yes, because now it's not important because now it is like my my lifestyle.
I see.
And in this time when I was a child, this motivation creates me a path to become a game developer.
I see.
And if I haven't this motivation in that time, maybe I just be another person.
I see. So thanks, mom and dad, that they supported you, right?
Yeah.
You should thank them in this video interview. Nice. Okay, thank you. Thank you for all your answers. Okay, let's switch back to the topic of the game itself that you are working on together. So about Tale of the Bullet Knight, so far, what was your favorite part of the process of making Tale of the Bullet Knight? Again, of course, question goes to each one of you. So again, repeating the question, just for instance, what was your favorite part of the process itself, of the creating process of making Tale of the Bullet Knight so far? Or more parts, if there are more parts of your favorite ones.
My most unfavorite part, it was the level with clouds, and I really a long time organized these clouds, and this was really boring. My favorite, I think it would be if in future maybe because I do. But because I did not so much, some animations, some UI buttons, but I think I can do something.
I see. Thank you for that. What about you, Jika? What was your favorite and not favorite moments of the process?
The bad thing is pretending that I know how to code.
Okay.
At some points, I have to pretend that I'm not just an art director, but also a person that knows how to count. I mean, I barely know how to. That's probably 6. Probably 6. So I have to sometimes I'm still forced to maybe try to write a script, maybe try to understand the script, maybe try to use a collision like the little children toy where you have to put a square into a square. That's what I do. That part I hate it because I'm bad at it. The favorite part, however, is giving life and vision to the project. That's gotta be my favorite part because I always knew that my vision either makes people his eye like going like why are you doing it? Why is the sky red? Why? And you know what? I don't have a good answer for that, but I'm still gonna make it. It looks cool. My favorite part. My favorite part is just thinking about what will other people think and going like, oh, what?
See?
That's my vision. That's my vision. Just going against everything. Just going against the rules, against the common vision, against traditions, against everything. Just being a little anarchist.
I see. Okay. Yeah, and it probably comes from the last answer of yours when you mentioned that you would like to find something in games that you couldn't find so far, right? And that's why you are building games to have that feeling that games do not like give you.
And also from the childhood, because everyone was always doubting the way I chose. I always wanted to prove that it work, and it's gonna work my way. It's not gonna work the conventional way. It's gonna work the most twisted, upside down, heads up, heads down, like just most twisted version.
I see. Okay. Nice. Interesting. Thank you for that. What about you, Ova? Let's switch to you.
My some bad things. I think
you can name both sides. Like you can name.
I know. I think the bed when I just lie on my bed, maybe sleep, then open my eyes, take my phone, and get a message like, we need to change this sprite. We need to change background in settings. And I just, no, I just simple work, but I must open my laptop, open all my programs to switch one image. Hell no. But no, it's okay. It's just a work, just a thing that you must do. And my favorite, it's write big systems. Okay. Just write big, readable, editable systems that maybe in the future can be modified, and I just, programmer.
It's interesting, by the way, you mentioned this because like you don't like doing small things like a background change, but you like very big program codes to do, right? So it's interesting, this balance. Yeah. Okay. Nice. Okay. Any more addition to this question, Vova? Any other favorite or not favorite
I
things?
think one more. It's about to teach other persons to how do it. Like I just take image. You must change the image, and they say no. Your image is wrong. You must edit it because I'm very smart person, and too much free space in the image,
I see.
They feel that you can do something hard work, I don't know. You... Короче, важный ты что.
Ну, понятно. Спасибо. Thank you. Okay.
That was, by the way,
you wanted to have an addition, yeah.
That was small addition. What he was saying was directed towards me. It was just a small little nitpick because I always get the size wrong. Like Unity, for example, has a rule as taught me that everything has to be timed 8. So pixels, like the resolution, should be like timed 8 or 4, something like that. If it's not timed 4:8, gonna have a problem. Maybe potentially.
I see.
I'm compressing format.
I see. Thank you for that. So my next question would bring up the topic of synergy between team members since you are working in a team with each other. The question goes like, do you believe in perfect synergy between each other when working on the same project? Or is it something that develops out throughout the journey of working together? Or it's a mix of both? So that's the question. You can also, again, translate it if you want, just in case.
So, то есть тут вопрос заключается в том, что мы считаем более относится к нашей команде. То, что мы идеально синергируем друг с другом, и у нас, как вот сейчас молодежь говорит, вайбы есть общие. Или то, что... то, что у нас есть общие вайбы, или то, что...
Говори, давай.
I'm not really why it's so funny. То, что у нас есть общие вайбы, или что-то извне толкает нас и заряжает нас как-то изнутри, что мы друг с другом работали. Или это все-таки что-то между?
Yes. Veronica, by the way, we can start with you. Yeah, sorry.
I think it's something both.
Okay. Thank you for that. Okay. Do you have any additions, Veronica, by the way, to this question? Like,
I think that with Jaka, for example, we have some connection with this thing that makes something strange, makes something that people would say, how do you do this? And we have this connection, so we already connected on this stem at first, and after it we start to already work on our synergy.
I see.
Oh, yeah.
I see. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Okay, what about you, Jaka? It's time to...
Oh, I forgot it was my turn, actually. I was just...
there was something funny in the tobacco, I can tell.
No,
I'm just joking.
No. Well, I mean, it's bacon flavored, so I guess do is it whatever you want.
Okay.
Not bacon? Bacon. Oh, probably not bacon this time, but whatever. Yes, let's say I have synergy with everyone because we had. First of all, this project has been in development and living for a long life, and we had people that worked with us. We had people that basically just couldn't connect with us. That also happens, and that happened both in my previous work life, in my previous projects. Everything like that happened, and I think what is really important is to connect. Because for me, this project energy gives me power, gives me just strengths, and of course, the members of our team have perfect synergy with everyone. I wholeheartedly respect and love every member of us. And everyone is doing their part.
I see.
Yes.
You mentioned, by the way, that there were times when you did not have this perfect synergy with some of the team members that left the team. How have you been dealing with these times in your life? Like, what's helped you go through these times and not be, for example, depressed or sad or be professional about these times?
Before, in my previous projects, every time it got me depressed because I was always looking for the problem in myself. Like somewhere just,
I see.
Probably deep in me, there's something really bad that maybe makes people become, I don't know, disconnected. Sometimes
I see.
very distant. But after a while, I understood that it's just like any kind of sport, art, any team project. It's always like that. It's just some people you connect with them, some people you don't.
True.
So it's meant to be. So I just blame the powers that be. Something perhaps that is above us that just goes like, okay, you guys connect, you guys don't connect, and just connecting the dot. So I feel like if you're a really big and experienced professional, like a very seasoned veteran, you can see if you can connect with a person from the first sentence.
True.
I'm still getting there. That's not me. I'm still getting there. But the time I need to understand that if we connect or not, it's already shortened. So now, after maybe just a month, I can understand if we can still work with a person or if there's a misunderstanding.
I see.
Luckily, there's never been any conflicts, like open conflicts, but there was misunderstanding and there was sometimes the disconnection bad, it sabotages the game development. That stuff happens unless the person's sick, maybe there's some problems in life. We will say maybe next time. So we try to push on and go onwards.
True. Thank you for your honesty too. Thank you. What about you, Vova? Buon appetito, by the way, for you.
Thank you. I think the full synergy in all team from the start is maybe a rare thing.
Okay.
But if you doesn't feel connection from like a month and you work on the project a long time but still doesn't connect with each other, it's doesn't seem normal because I think in this case a high risk that your project just in one time destroyed.
True. I agree with that. Yeah. Okay.
That I think it's important thing that maybe can't be in the start of the project, but must be in the process.
Okay. Thank you for that. Thank you for your honesty again. Okay, so let's move back to some more personal question. Let's move away from the game itself and let's move to the personal ground again. My next question goes like, how have you changed as a person in other territories of your own life from being a game developer? So what effects did the game development process had on your life, on your everyday life? If there were any effects, of course.
I'm going to start translating. Что поменялось в наших жизнях после того, как мы, в принципе, в геймдев и вступили на дорогу этого проекта? То есть, что поменялось в нас и были ли вообще изменения? То есть, какие-то изменения, которые меняют нашу жизнь в других планах. То есть, возможно, кто-то начал есть больше прямо на стриме. Кто-то рожки выросли.
Ну, не только после этого, а за этого лучше выразиться. За этого, что вы начали на играх разрабатывать.
Вместе меняется с нами. То есть, что допустим, что мы вот разрабатываем игру, да, и что меняется заодно.
Да. We can start with you, Veronica, as well, if you want.
I think many things changed because you start to have more experience in different ways.
Okay.
So you learn something and your mind starts to change and see this game developer things in the real life, for example.
I see.
When I'm working a lot in Blender and I go outside in reality, outside, and I start to think, what a great simulation I see, and I start to understand all the things around through this prisma, through this game prisma, and this thing happen always when you do something a lot. You start to see it everywhere.
I see. An additional question to you, Veronica, by the way. Do you believe in this statement of like Elon Musk and other very talented people said that like we are living in a simulation? Do you believe in this statement? Since you brought up the topic of simulation, that's why I'm asking. Because I do. I just want to know your opinion about this topic.
Yeah. Yeah. When I'm working with computer simulation, I'm of course start to think that I live also in the simulation, just a really good simulation. There's something, I think I think in some way, yeah, but I'm not sure. But I think it can be.
Okay.
Because, yeah.
Okay. Do you think that humans will ever get to know the answers to these questions? That if we are living in the simulations or not, or never, or we never know the answer to that?
I think we would have in the future some really smart AI that would answer us to our questions.
Okay.
For example, I think it can't realize because we in the system, and when you in the system, you can't realize the whole system.
Okay.
Because you need.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. Thank you for your honesty about this topic. Thank you. Okay, what about you, Jaquel? What about you?
Well, start questioning my reality right now.
Yeah, so the original question was like, how have you changed as a person in other territories of your own life from being a game dev?
First of all, I'm gonna thank everyone who I had good experience with, but not so much. Mostly people who I had bad experience with. It's stress management. Stress management, tolerance, and just patience in general.
Okay.
That was gradually increased. And also some critical views on your own mistakes. Because I was very hot-headed when I was a bit younger. I couldn't accept a lot of mistakes, and people were poking at them. People were going like, "Yo, you're making this mistake."
True.
I repeated it. I still went for it. So I had that problem. So since I started both working as an artist and as a creative leader, I guess, I started understanding that working on your own mistakes and working on yourself is extremely important. So, for instance, part way with one level artist. The thing is, I couldn't get myself to talk to him to say we have to part ways because unfortunately we're disconnecting too much. You're having some issues with me. I have some issues with you. We have to work something out. And if not for the many years of game dev, I would have never told him no. I would just held the project down.
I see.
That's also part of learning for me because the biggest management experience and human resource management experience I had was through game dev.
I see.
And I'm so thankful to everyone that I disconnected with because they taught me so much.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, it's a mental learning experience, right? Because you have to like tell people no or yes. Yeah. Both are hard in my opinion. Yeah, hard
very
choices.
Hard, very hard.
True. Okay, thank you for your honesty as well. What about you, Ova? Let's switch to you.
Okay, I have one mini story with my professional.
We are listening.
It was a cold Russian winter. I walk in the streets and look at the snow, and just said, "Wow, cool normal maps on this snow." Maybe some occlusion map. This is Voronoi noise, yes, a little bit. And just other people. What? Oh, are you okay? Yeah, just sometimes it happens. In another parts of my life, I think just I improve my system analytic skills. I don't know how it in English. Just a lot of work with where you just use your brain, just think a lot of about more things, just construct ideas together, build algorithms, and it just improve your skills in other parts of your life when you just must analyze something or another.
I see. Thank you for your honesty as well. Thank you so much. Okay, so my next question would be, I feel like it's important to like balance our free time, especially if we are working on our passion projects, right? Because health is very important as well. So my next question will touch this topic. how do you guys balance your free time, work time, family time, and the time that you put into the passion project that you're working on? So basically the question, let's simple it, reshape it. How do you balance your time in your life when you're working and also having
Allow
time?
me.
Okay.
Как мы балансируем время свободное, время для творчества и время для работы, учебы, то есть чего-то такого более основного, чем наша любовь к геймдеву. Вероника, наверное, с вас начнем.
I balance my time different, like depends how many work I have, like just like a usual human being. I balance my time. I have nothing more to say about it. I'm just sometimes I do more some game developer stuff. Sometimes I do more family stuff. I just trying to.
I see. Thank you for that.
My life.
I see. Okay. What about you, Jaka?
For me, I would say I do not know anything that's outside of work and passion projects. So when I don't have work, it's passion projects. When I don't have passion projects,
hopefully you sleep, right?
Sometimes I sleep. Sometimes I oversleep. I get yelled at my boss, but that's okay. I'll yell at myself too. But sometimes I prioritize game dev and those passion projects over anything, so I can just forget about anything. I can sit on my sit on my laptop, drawing or script writing for maybe 12 hours straight.
I see. Okay. Thank you for your honesty. Okay. What about you, Uva? Let's switch to you again.
Okay. Just now. Family time. 0.
No.
Friends
Why do you
time.
say that?
0.
No. Boo. No, I'm just joking.
Maybe I study at university. No, 0.
Why do you do that?
Make projects and sleep.
Okay. Is this true? Is this true? I'm starting to be a bit scared.
This is just because study at university takes a lot of time.
Yeah, it's understandable.
Thank you, summer, that now is holidays and I can go to my family, just hello.
Nice.
And I live in another city.
Oh, I see. So that's why. Yeah, I understand.
And sometimes I just text my friends like, wow, let's go to the street, let's go to the cafe, the restaurant, I don't know, let's go walk. And they just, I work now. No, I'm work.
Yeah, it was easier when we kids, right? We were kids, right? Yeah.
Why? He work. Okay, maybe I just should work too. Okay.
Yeah.
Just do games.
Yeah, it's true. When we grow up, that we forgot to reunion with our friends and everyone. Yeah, it's true. But I appreciate your honesty again. I appreciate that. Thank you for that. So a question that I almost forgot to ask at the very beginning, again, a more personal topic, personal question, is that I believe in this statement of mine that all of us creators who work our own craft, we always tend to put our inner self into the craft we make, right? So my question goes about this statement is that, like, do you believe that when you're working on your projects, you put yourself into the craft you make? So do you put like your best memories, even if it's about love or loss or anything positive or negative, into the projects you make? Is this statement of mine true for your work?
Является ли правдивым утверждение, вкладываем в любой проект, которым мы занимаемся, в том числе наше прошлое. То есть это воспоминания, это, возможно, какие-то травмы, это что-то, было в нас до этого проекта.
I'll add one more additional question to that, and if your answer is yes, what examples could you bring us to the table? That's the additional question.
Какие примеры, если наш ответ это положительный, какие примеры можем привести? То есть, что именно мы вкладываем туда?
I think that for me this statement is true.
Okay.
And I don't know what examples I can about what examples I can talk.
Okay.
I think it's go all through your work, your identity, your experience. Just go through, and it may be invisible from the outside, but I think that you can't be separated from your work.
True, I agree on that, yeah.
Work together, so...
Okay. Do you believe, Veronica, by the way, that it's possible? Because you said that sometimes it's invisible, right, to the players, for example, if it's a game. Do you believe that players can 100% connect with the creator if there is a message in a game? Like they will understand the creator's feeling? Do you believe that it's possible?
On some part, it's possible to understand, but for 100%, I think it's impossible.
Okay. Thank you for your answer. Okay. Any additional thoughts on the question?
I think there's different games. In some games, we can understand the world of Ottó, the inner world. In some games we don't see it, but I think there's a lot of games that in which we can play and understand that this after was maybe in depression, or I think there's a lot of such games, especially indie games that was made by one person. I think it's more easier when it's just one person. For example, Undertale.
True, it's a good example. Yeah. Okay. And what's important for you when you work on games to put your feelings into the game? What feelings do you prefer the most to put into the games that you work on? Since you mentioned that there are certain feelings that creators put into the game, what about you? What's the most important feeling that you would like to put into the games, or a message that you would like to have for the players when they play your game?
I think for me the most important is some feel of beautiful, some aesthetic. For me it's important because I'm an artist also, so for me it's the most visual comfort for player.
I see. Thank you for your honesty again on these topics. Thank you. Okay, let's switch to Jaquel here. What about you?
For me, it's gonna be a long one.
Okay.
Let me pass the pipe real quick.
Okay.
Oh my god, it's too hard. Yes, it is. What I really wanted to focus on is my art style. So first of all, I'm coming from an artistic background, so I had some artistic training back then. As an artist, both 2D and 3D. So I was looking at a bunch of games, a huge game reference list. What exactly do I want to make the people feel? And I stopped one project that isn't even a game. It's Paprika by Satoshi Kon. So it's that project, the music, the visuals, everything is that you can remember them. You can only remember what's built in your head. So abstract. It's you almost catch what's happening, but not quite enough. So something that you can barely catch, you can barely comprehend, you can barely understand. That it's not made to intentionally complicate or confuse anyone. It's just everything should be made it's there, but should it be there? giving like a doubt to the player, and and I wanted to focus on my art style. So since I do most of the art and also do the art direction, so when it comes to lighting, when it comes to level art, like what the level should give the player, or what feeling should the level give? How long should it be? How intense should it be? Like maybe there's some dopamine releases, there's some cases of solitude, comfort, like what kind of feelings we're going for. So I just have so much thoughts in my head right now.
It's okay, it's okay. Go for that. So yeah, by the way, the original question was that do you believe in the statement of mine that all creators put their inner self into the project they make?
Of course, yes. Of course, yes.
Okay. And what examples could you name from your own projects that you worked on, or projects that you worked on as a team?
For example, sometimes, like, I'm a big fan of humor.
Okay.
If I would take, like, one of the senses that is crucial to a person, I would say it's humor.
Okay.
So, I really like some memes that could be fit into the medieval atmosphere of our game.
Okay.
So medieval dark fantasy, like abstract fantasy, something like that. And I was thinking about what if we take some memes that are not overused, could fit in. I had a list of them, and a few of them, like for example, some of the enemies, like the Stonehead and the Vendor, are from the Bronze Age memes.
I see.
You can just Google Bronze Age memes, you're gonna find them. I looked at the picture for 10 to 15 minutes. I closed it and I draw them by my memory. So of course they're not very accurate, but you can still get the glimpse. You can go like, I've seen him somewhere. I've probably seen him somewhere. So of course, so what I'm trying to put in the game is, of course, it's a somber tone. There's some past maybe traumas, bad experience, everything, but made into something that is still more comfortable. It's still a world you want to hop onto. You still want to get in the world. You still want to take a look. You want to look around. You want to maybe, after you defeat those mobs, maybe look at the sky, look at the mountains. You know, something's there.
So it's not just a dark place, but you can like have fun in that. Yeah.
Yes. First of all, it's of course fun, but fun, humor, it's not just it, not limited to it.
True.
I'm also trying to do something that contrasts. So our favorite color palette of our game, from the UI, from the game itself, from the menu, like icons, like little inventory, crafting mechanics, it's acid green and like bloody red. Those are two colors you don't put together usually. Just as contrast. It's I can speak for hours, even more, but I'm not gonna destroy the.
No, I love that. It's passion, man. Thank you for that. Okay, thank you. Let's switch to WoW again. Let's go with you.
Okay. This is so difficult question because I'm a just developer, programmer. I just write code, and how
it's also important. Like in my opinion, it's also important. It brings everything together, right? So.
But question was that how my feelings or my whatever else just default player he doesn't touch my code, doesn't see it. It just doesn't know that some people would write it. Maybe he had some feelings. Who is it? And it's not for all. Maybe in the future, maybe our code be public, open source, and some programmers can check my code and just wow, he's a very talented or very creative person. But the most players, normal players, they doesn't care.
True. That's true, and it's interesting that you brought up this topic. It's a very good topic, by the way, and it was discussed in a few of my dev live shows. Is that when it comes to making video games, most of the parts of the process itself are visible to the players, like you said, but programming and coding is not, right? And because of it, like programmers can like feel this distance between them and the players, right? So it's like they appreciate the art, they appreciate the gameplay choices, they appreciate like the animations or any other visible parts of the game, but they cannot like, or it's not the right word, cannot, but they are like not seeing, like you mentioned, the codes in the game. But if you would down on the road to like make the game open source, of course it wouldn't be like a good marketing, in my opinion, to make every game open source, because a lot of companies would probably like steal from one to each other. Not even that, not the developers, but like the publishers, because like it's so yeah, but it's a very good topic that you brought up, and I think that yeah, there should be a solution in the future to like really cherish and really bigger up the hype around programmers, because they do the one of the most important work, right? They put everything together to us players, for us players to be able to play the games. So yeah, thank you for that.
The interesting thing, the last time I see some post in the internet
Okay.
where people says that wow, this game I played this game about 100 hours and see just one bug. Developers are cool, and I just read that and say, "Whoa, yes, developers are good. Yes, we really did some things. Thank you." Just that.
True. Yeah, it's interesting that sometimes what is not visible for consumers, they won't cherish and won't like make their opinions good about it. Yeah, it's interesting. It's a very hard topic, in my opinion, because programming is something that like you said, people don't see, and that's how they end up like not like, you know, saying that hey, the programmer was doing their job, you know. They should be like
Blame me. When our game comes out, I'll take the blame. I'll take the blame for everything. I'm big enough to defend myself.
Okay.
Something's wrong with Bullet Knight. There's a tail of the Bullet Knight. With the entire tail, blame me.
Okay.
I'll take the blame.
So my next question, let's switch back to the game. My next question goes back to the topic of the game itself. When players can see anything new from the game, like new areas or a demo, or when is the full release planned? Let's talk about that. Or any plans can be revealed during this video interview. Or it's a spoiler time. Sorry for interrupting.
Spoiler territory, actually. Spoiler territory.
Okay. So let's move on to the topic of like the physical editions and the console editions of the game. Since I know that your game will be released to PC, but are you guys planning to like have physical editions or as console editions of the game, like not just PC one? What's the plan about
We'll
it?
aim for PlayStation. We'll aim for PlayStation as well, and Steam Deck, but Steam Deck will start first. PC, Steam Deck, and then PlayStation.
Okay.
And maybe that depends on one specific person with two horns. If we're gonna make a mobile port.
Okay. And what about the physical editions? Or any merch plans?
Of course, for sure. That's supposed to spoiler territory, but merch, yes, for sure.
Okay. The topic that I also wanted to discuss is the art part of the game. So when designing the art style of the game, what influenced you guys having this very unique, very awesome looking part of the game? Because it's a unique setting, it's a unique art form that you are guys using. What influenced each one of you in the team to have this art style for the game?
I think we're gonna start with Veronica.
Okay.
Because she also does a lot of art.
What? Can you repeat, please?
Yeah, so what influence...
I can translate.
Oh, yeah. It's easier.
Что нас вдохновило на тот визуал, который у нас есть? Что, допустим, в принципе, толкает, допустим, вот, собственно, вас, Веронику?
I'm joined the team in like a middle, so I don't think in the middle of process. So all visual decisions was already made. So I can't clearly talk about the style of this game because I think the Jaka know most, and Vladimir, because Vladimir make these beautiful scripts. Jaka and Jaka create all the visuals. So I'm just listen Jaka. And trying to make high quality visual for his ideas.
I see. Thank you for that. Okay. What about you, Jaka?
Well, I think Veronica is being a bit humble because I'm trying to give her as much as, especially I'm trying to give her more and more and more freedom for her to express herself. I'm not that strict. Am I? Am I that strict? Maybe I am actually. Maybe I am. Maybe I should. Well, I thought that we already skipped the influence and feelings, but I'm going through the list again. I have a small list, but one of the first ideas that came to me was that two games actually. One is gameplay wise, and the other one is visually wise, and just the vibes of it.
Okay.
So first of all, it's Barony. The game Barony has such a good gameplay loop. Like you constantly want to play a game. Every time it's different. So it's a really good roguelite. And it's extremely fascinating. It's extremely nice. It's just fun to play. It's something I would play with friends like all the time. And the visuals came from the game Felvidek. Felvidek also boomed a lot. It's a small game, really small game made on the JRPG Maker.
Okay.
And it was about a knight with a gun. I thought maybe I could improve it. Maybe somehow I can improve it. And then I saw memes of like knights with guns made in PS1 like graphics, just like art project. And I was like, knight, gun, knight, the gun. Why not combine it? Why not combine it? Give a medieval knight Glock. I mean, it's not a Glock. Don't trademark us. Don't sue us, please. We definitely didn't want to name our project. We definitely did not name our project at first. Codename Glock Knight. We did not go for it. We promise. Not even a thought. But that's just how we started. I saw a meme, and I was contacted by another team member who was not on the call with us right now, Nico, and basically he just said like, "Oh, you want to create a game? Would you like to be responsible for the visuals?" I was like, "You know what? I have an idea. How about take a medieval knight, the most medieval knight you can find, give him the most modern gun you can find. Just what if? What if?" I was like, right, just go for it. Go for it. We have only one life to live, and we're going for it.
True. What about you, Vova? Do you have any additions to the answers?
No. If we talk about visual style, it's no, but I just code it, put it into the game, and optimize. I remember the fog when we try put the fog into the game, but not just the fog when you just limit your distance view. You create sprites of the fog, and they must change its size when we're close to it, and I just how many sprites, how many 40. I must optimize it. How many likes No, okay, let's try it. And it's an interesting experience, and I think it's very cool when you just chat with your artist, and he has some ideas, but he doesn't know. Can you implement this? Is this real? And you just said, let's try. Let's try it.
I see.
The cool thing in development.
I see. Okay, thank you for your answer. One thing that I also wanted to discuss is that how you guys balance your vision and players' feedback, because when it comes to making video games, I think it's also important to have a balance. So how do you guys balance having your own vision but still like listening to the players? And which is more important for you guys personally when making games together or alone?
I think I would actually start with it because I'm the guy who's taking the blame. If anything goes wrong, like I said, I'm taking the blame.
Okay, just don't forget to translate it, yeah.
Как мы вообще балансируем между тем, чтобы нравилось нам, нашим каким-то вот видением, то есть личным, да, и тем, чтобы игроки в глаза не вытекли. Вообще, и от геймплея, и от визуала, и от музыки, от всего. Мы это все делаем. В принципе, начать с Вероники.
I think that games right now are so different, and so there's no point to listen the players, because there's a game for each for each player, for each human. There's a game.
True.
So
I agree.
I think that we should do, or I should do, just what I like.
True.
And maybe someone also like it.
True. I agree. Yeah. That's what I always say at my shows and outside my shows as well, that I feel like nowadays, like because of the power of the internet, players have too much voice, and sometimes when a game's failing, is the problem behind the problem is that thing that players had too much voice when it comes to like forming opinion about games, right? Especially when it comes to multiplayer games, not story games, because they are more strict and stick to the vision of the developers. But when it comes to multiplayer games, where like it's developed because of the players, right? I feel like a lot of games have now too much opportunity for the players to have their voice made into the game. And it's a problem, like you said, because there is a game for everyone, right? Why would creators sacrifice their own vision just to, praise, or not praise, but make the players happy? Yeah, thank you for that. Thank you for that, Veronica. Is there any addition, by the way, Veronica?
In addition, I would to say that in addition, I would to say that there's what is
you can say it in Russian, by the way, if you want, and Jacqueline translate it for you if it's easier to you.
No, I'm okay.
Okay.
In addition, I want to say that this work with everything, like in art, in the music, in every media. It's work like when the artists, when the creators start to hear the people, start to hear the players. We start to lost something important. I think when we hear this one, we start to lost something really important. So I think that the players shouldn't be listen because some origin things is more important than some common things that all people would like.
True.
Was really common and usual. It's not interesting.
True.
It better be like strange thing that nobody like, or maybe one person, but it would be cool for, I don't know,
for everyone. Yeah.
The difference.
Okay. Okay, it's very true. Yeah, there is also a quote about this that if you make a game for everyone, it will end up being for no one. So it's a very true statement. Yeah.
True.
Okay, thank you, Veronica. Thank you again. What about you, Jaka?
Well, I think she just set my vision almost completely.
Okay.
I'm gonna add just a few more additions. We have a person who's not on the call with us right now,
Okay.
but he's part of the team. He's an absolute legend. He's a game dev veteran, and we can't disclose too much. But we come to him, especially I come to him as if I come to a master with my work, and I go like, and we had the agreement that he only comments on something that is totally not going to work. For example, like a design part that's going to hurt your eyes after playing 1 hour, for example, or something that's just unintelligible, so it has to be redone. Or something that's just not logical. It's against the logic and not even fitting into the game's weird abstract logic. So, like those kind of stuff we fix. The rest said, you're weird. Your art style is weird, but it's gonna work. Go for it. I'm gonna tell you if something doesn't work at all. Like for example, if you put green and red together, that's kind of like underutilized combination of colors. If you, it can still work. But if you use, for example, pink and dark brown, it's not gonna work even if you really try.
I see.
It's not gonna work. So I also looked a lot into Cruelty Squad, and Psycho Patrol R, like the games by Finnish developer. We're a big fan of it, and I actually took so much from it. But our mentor limits me a bit. He still limits me a bit in a good way because I can go totally wild. I can just go like a 90s website design, but on a mob. So I can just go totally bonkers.
I see.
Yes, I agree with Veronica wholeheartedly.
I see. Okay. Thank you for your honesty as well. What about you? Wall? Let's switch to you again. Last but not least.
I think you should listen, but you must analyze their words. And if people said you must edit, you just listen and you answer. Yes or no? Because if people say, please add in your game, I don't know, skins, and you don't want to add skins in the game, you just say, no, I don't know. When people just says, wow, maybe we should add more weapons to the game. I just create a new weapon idea. Maybe you can listen and you just go. It's cool. Let's go. I think you just must separate ideas of people.
True. Very true. Thank you for that. So, as you brought, each one of you brought up the topic of like having opinions from the player. How do you deal with players' opinions or negative or positive opinions from anyone when it comes to Tale of the Bullet Knight? That's my next question. You can also again translate. Oh no, sorry.
I hear that we have one hater or maybe two haters, and
More.
even more. And I think it's a cool because it's like more. It's a lot of energy that one person lost in this hate of our game, and I think it's funny and it's cool, and I think that haters it's also important part of the game community.
True. Like you said, it's a lot of energy that they put to hate, right? So they care. It seems that they care too.
Yeah.
Love our haters.
You have to love haters, exactly.
yeah, person could love game, person could hate game, but if person just don't care of the game, it's bad.
True,
But
true,
if
true.
he loves or he hates, it's I think some great game.
True, true, true. I agree. Thank you for that. Nice. What about you, Jacal?
Oh, well, for me, like, I got two types of. Usually, the negative opinion comes from testers and people who
Okay.
send the game to, who won't play it even if we polish it to perfect, because it's just not their type of game.
I see.
So that's the point where, for example, I dismiss.
I see.
I report to the teams that we had such opinion, but we're probably going to dismiss it because the person, for example, plays. Well, let's put an example. For example, like soccer. That's different games. It's a total different game from us. Different visual, different gameplay core, and it feels like it's not just our core audience, which isn't bad. I'm going to say our game is better or it's worse. It's just different. It's like some people love apples and some people love Limba.
True.
You're not going to.
Our Max friend is agreeing with you, yeah.
Yes. He's having a blast. Sure. And but when we hear good opinions, we first ask, "Will you play it?" Yeah, of course. I'm already playing for like hours. Usually, people either just open the screen, look at the menu, and go like, "Oh, not my laptop. I'm not gonna open it. I'm closing my laptop, burning it, with another CD." Or people go like, just pure addiction, and they go like, "Wow, it's actually good." I just need, for example, I just need a railgun, or I need a harpoon, or I need it to be faster. I need the rocket jump. I need some specific mechanic. And and we listen to those kind of opinions because usually we want to focus on people that already play those kind of games. So we have a list of reference games who are similar to our project, and where we can focus on their taste, because each game has something that works and something that doesn't.
True.
We just need to take things that works, because I've expressed this opinion many times before. Games do not have competition. As long as it's not the same game, there's no competition. Because a video game is not something too expensive. It's like you can afford 1 or 2 or 10 or 100 or 1,000, and we're just talking about normal common folk. We're not talking about like millionaires. We're talking about just normal people. So if you're like, for example, this game, that game, we're gonna make them like our game as well.
True.
Gotta be in line.
Yeah, very true. And like Veronica said, it was very true that there is a game for everyone, right? So you don't have to compete with each other as developers, in my opinion. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. What about you, Vova? Let's switch to you again.
I'm really sorry, but I forgot the question.
Yeah, so I forgot probably too, because we talked about a lot of things here. But no, I think the question was like how do you balance your vision and players' vision? No, that was the past. Yeah. I switched to. Yeah. How do you deal with players' opinion? Okay, thank you.
Yeah, with good opinion and bad opinion.
Yeah, good and bad opinion. Sorry.
Yeah. Just to say it, just analyze all opinions, and if opinion I think it's good, just make a good thing. I just make it. No, of course I don't just make it. I chat to our team, message them that wow, this idea is good. Maybe we should add it. But yes, and if all agreed that yes, idea is good, we add it.
Do you get sad because of bad opinions or not at all?
Bad opinions always have. Just people, a lot of people on our planet, they all have different views on games, on many aspects of game industry, and it's okay. Just
true. It's humans, right? True. Very true.
Yes.
Very true. Okay. Before I ask some more questions, some closing questions, are you guys down to answer some questions from my chat as well? Are you guys down? Okay, perfect. So, ladies and gentlemen, let us know what questions do you have for our friends here from the development team of the game Tale of the Bullet Knight. Let us know. What questions? Hölgyek, urak, nyugodtan kérdezzetek. There is question time for you, ladies and gentlemen, in the chat. Let me switch back to the chat. And also, ladies and gentlemen, do not forget to check out the Steam page of Tale of the Bullet Knight. It's on. Let me just re-link it to the chat, so you can check it out.
I can say one more thing.
Yeah, sure. Do that.
Previous question.
Okay.
Opinion may be not just bad words about your work or project. It can be just a critic, like your game is bad, and this is points. Like this. I think it's not okay. And in this case, you just read it and make a decision. Okay, maybe he's right. Maybe we should improve some of our aspects.
True. Yeah, and it's interesting. Yeah, no, go for it. Sorry.
I just said that this also a good.
True. True. It's also an interesting topic that you brought up this just now, is that it's always better to form opinion in the right way, not in the wrong way. Which I mean to say by is that, like, if you write down your like opinion in long form or short form, but saying what kind of topics are not good due to a game, it's a helping hand for the developers, right? Because they can touch it and they can realize what problems are there for the players. But if you just say on a Steam review that, hey, your game sucks, it's not helping the developer, right? Because you don't state the real problem about the game itself. So yeah, it's a very good topic that you brought up just now. Yeah, very true.
Cannot be focused, no, but
What's that?
Wishlist button.
Wishlist button. Okay, yeah. QR code. Okay, yeah. Wishlist. Our mask friend is helping too. Yeah. Nice. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let us know what questions do you have. Hölgyek, urak, bármilyen kérdés? Any questions? Any questions? I will refresh my chat because there was a bit lag in my chat. Oh, Didier is saying, let me translate it. He thinks that your game is very unique and awesome, and in the future he will probably get it because he loves the retro and bloody vibe of the aesthetics and the art style of the game. He loves to play games like that, and he sends each one of you gratitude, and he wishes good luck on the project, and he cannot wait to play the game. Thank you, DDR, for that. Thank you. Okay, any questions? Bármilyen kérdés, hölgyek, urak, nyugodtan kérdeztek. It's question time, so you can have questions. While we are waiting for community questions, and also, by the way, Shamu said that wishes the best luck for you guys in the process of making the game. Thank you, Shamu, for that as well. Okay, so while we are waiting for questions, another question about like the future of you guys. So when you are going to release this project, The Tale of the Bullet Knight, are you guys planning to work on other games as well? So are you planning to stay in this theme of yours and to work on other games? How do you feel about it? Like, do you guys already have like plans for other games? Of course, without spoilers. So my question goes without spoilers. Or it's an uncertain future and you don't know. And you will see what will happen.
It is a mystery.
Okay. Quick answer. Quick, straight answer like that. Okay. Any questions, ladies and gentlemen? Any questions? Bármilyen kérdés, hölgyek, urak? Bármilyen kérdés? Was there, by the way, any change as a player for your life because of the game development lifestyle you live? Of course, question goes to each one of you again. You can translate it, check out if you want. Yeah, so was there any change to player perspective? When you play games, was there any change because of the game development lifestyle?
Поменялось ли у нас что-то? Как вот именно лице игрока. То есть вот если взять нашу жизнь и взять нашу вот игровую жизнь, да, то есть до этого проекта и после, что поменялось? Как вы начали
Ну
вспоминать
да,
игры,
если
допустим,
вы
по
играете в игры теперь, потому что вы разрабатываете игры тоже, что-то изменилось, когда вы играете игры теперь?
Yeah, of course, it's changed because now I look at the games from this game development point of view.
Okay.
So everything changed. Of course, when I'm play in the game right now, I don't like. I have fun, of course, but I'm also start to think how they do this, how they do this, how did they do this, why this game so interesting. Um, what things I can steal, for example, for my game. It's, I think, like a professional bug in your mind. So I think there's nothing to do with this, and it just exists. This factor that, of course, you start to see every game like a project.
True.
They like you start to see this hierarchy, you start to see all the shaders, and you can do nothing with this. It's just like this. So.
I see. Does it take away from the fun factor of when you are playing games, by the way?
Yeah, I think yes, because it's ruin this magic of some another world. It's just when you understand how it looks. It's like with people who work in the medicine. They start to see in every person like just a patient.
True. It's very true. Yeah. Yeah, it's a good example that you brought up. Yeah, true. Thank you for that. Thank you. Any addition?
I think no. I think
okay. Okay. Check out.
I would say I became a more hardcore gamer.
Okay, that's an interesting switch. Okay.
I understood that if I cannot pass our first level on the hardest difficulty, it's not because the devs are idiots, because I know each one of the devs. There's no way I can blame them. It's probably I'm just bad. After a while, I finally passed the level for the first time.
Nice.
I still said, so let's water it down a bit, just a bit. I'm a hardcore gamer enough, now I'm having so much trouble, but it's the journey. Times flipping my laptop, going like, it shouldn't be happening. That's not my fault. The game is bad. But then I went like, what can I change? What can I make? How can I make the game better? And I just feel like now I got my skills in general in shooting games like a bit. No, not a bit. The skyrocket, the trampoline.
I see. Yeah, and it's also giving you a good feeling, I suppose, right? That you are better in games now. I see. Okay. What about you?
Sometimes, just how said before, some magic of the games really just disappears, but you just look at the games in another view. And sometimes I just playing a game and really starts to decompose this game to the components, think about how it really works, and just what's about yesterday? One moment, just we with my friends played in a game, and I played and look. Oh, it's a lock. This is RPG game, and also they have a big lock with a ton of text, with the highlighting at some things, and I just starts to scroll it. This red text interesting. How they did it? Maybe it was a tool. And what? This element is one big element. Okay. And some of my friends just said, "Yo, it's your turn. Let's go to play." Yeah.
You got
Of
distracted
course.
by the game dev mind, yeah. Okay, love it. Okay. Oh, there is something from the chat. Thank you, by the way. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. So there is from Jakutsu. I hope I pronouncing the name right in the chat. Let me read it and then translate it. Sometimes when someone just says your game is shit, it not helps you most of the times. So he said in Hungarian first that it's not going to be a question, but he summarized the topic that we discussed earlier. Sometimes when you just says or say your game is shit, it's not helping you most of the times, but sometimes points out that probably you should give a co-op the game or find some bugs and make a report about it. It could help you better about knowing your problems. Yeah. It's very true.
For sure.
True. Okay, any other questions from the chat, by the way? Any other questions? So, by the way, I have one or two more closing questions, but of course we will wait a bit more for other questions from the chat as well. So my first closing question would be, what would be your advice to other developers, even if they are starting out their journey, or even if they are veterans? What would be your advice for these developers from all those experiences in your bag now, working together and alone on projects as well? You can also translate. Yeah. You should always translate just in case. Yeah.
Какие бы мы советы могли дать каждому из нас, начинающим разработчикам и ветеранам индустрии? То есть вот если бы нас спросили что-то вот прям из нашего опыта, чему вы сами научились?
I think this advice would be just be yourself and do what you love to do, and don't hear anybody. Just go to your dream. And less listen some other people, more listen yourself. That's my advice.
Okay. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay. What about you? Check out.
Well, I would honestly say it's patience. Everyone is patience. And of course, what Veronica said, she just stole from my mind. She stole those words from my mind. So I have nothing too much to say. I can only say, just be patient. Be patient. Because whatever you do, you'll see people hating you, loving you, and or just ignoring you. That's okay. That's whatever you do, it'll be fine and it'll find its audience. Just be patient. The more patience you have, the better product you'll have.
True. I agree on that too. Yeah. Right, sure. What about you, Wola?
I said, when you make games, you just do what you love. Sometimes, okay, if you work on the big project in a professional team and you give money from it, yes, okay, it's your work. But if you work on the project that you want to release, you really give it your soul, it is a part of you. It's your hobby. It's your favorite part of your life. If someone shit happens, sometimes you maybe in depression. I don't know. Sometimes you need a hard work and maybe don't sleep at nights. But sometimes shit happens. But if you really love what you do, just do it. Just do it.
True. Very true. Can you guys, by the way, see yourself in the future making other games too? Would you like to be it as your profession in the future too?
Let's hope so.
Okay.
Me, at least.
We can go in the same order, by the way. We can go in the same order.
Pardon.
No, it's okay. No.
I think I see myself in game development because I'm always wanna do this from my childhood, so I think it's important.
Yeah, and you
And,
mentioned before in the beginning of our interview that it was always important for you to create these words, right? That you can go into, yeah.
Yeah, I believe that maybe in the future, games would be more serious things,
Okay.
more serious. The people would be not think about the games just like the games. They would they would thinking about the games like about the movies, about the
like forms of arts, I suppose.
Yeah, I think the games can be.
True. I agree, and I think that we are already there. It's just like a lot of people do not like how to say it, accept it. Yeah. Okay. Any addition? Maybe.
I think I read some books, some famous artists, and I read, for example, Malevich, that could bring more in the modern design, for example.
Okay.
And I think if this artist can see the game right now, what's happening right now, this would be blow their mind. For example, if some famous artist, some from the ancient, he would see that we could drive line in the 3D. I think it would be like a miracle for him.
True.
So I think that we have really big opportunities to make really great and beautiful things with these instruments that we have in the future.
True.
And I really believe in the technical process that some beautiful things can be created by in the games or some
Thank you
technologies.
Thank you for that. Thank you. I appreciate that. What about you, Jaka? Let's switch to you.
Well, first of all, I'll say yes. Like it doesn't seem like a job I'll be worn out of. I don't think I'll just abandon it. I mean, it's been a long way. It's been since 2020.
True.
And I mean, I'm not dropping it. And actually, I just hope I can have more time and more energy and more finances to just focus on it. I would rather just stick with it. I mean, it's interesting. It's something that I'm passionate about. Why not? Why not? I'm going all in.
Nice. Love that. Okay. What about you?
My path started from my childhood, and from the child I wanna be a game developer, and of course I wanna be a game developer now. And this is like my okay, just like my dream. I wanna. Okay, I wanna be a programmer. I wanna be a super mega ultra developer giga chat that
Giga chat. Love that.
yeah,
a real demon.
Yes.
Whoa, the demon.
True.
Sometimes,
You will transform. It's just the first piece of transformation, having horns, right? It's just the start. Okay. Any questions? Any questions before I ask my closing questions? Dear chat people. Any questions, ladies and gentlemen? Bármilyen kérdés, hölgyek, urak? Let us know. And also, don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, to wishlist the game. Wishlist Tale of the Bullet Knight on Steam. Wishlisted.
We do not buy it. Please wishlist our game.
They cannot buy it, so it wouldn't be a good.
Buy.
Yeah, but they should, but not now because they won't be able to buy it now. Yeah.
I mean, buy it.
Oh, buy it. Okay.
We do not buy it.
Yeah. True. Okay. Yeah. Any questions? Any questions? Bármilyen kérdés, hölgyek, urak? Any questions before I ask a closing question? Let us know. 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 So, no, go for that. Go for that.
Вот можно я буквально сейчас отлечу на 1 минуточку?
Yeah, of course, of course.
Okay.
Yeah, I will wait for you. Yeah. Jakutsu, I hope I'm pronouncing his name or her name right. Just a wish to all of you: never give up, be yourself, and you can make unique things. Thank you for that. Thank you for that wish. Thank you for that. Thank you. So let's wait for Wawa until he comes back. So before I ask my closing question, we talked here about a lot of topics. Is there anything that you would like to add to our conversation, since we touched a lot of topics about the game itself, about the process of making the game, and also, of course, some personal topics too? Is there anything that you would like to add to our conversation? Of course, you can translate it. Oh, no, go for that.
I would like to add that The Tale of the Bullet Knight is a really cool game, and it's kind of hard because I'm doing level design, but I just can't finish even one level, and time enemies just kill me, and even on a friendly mode they kill me. So if you're strong enough, you should play in this game, in The Tale of the Bullet Knight, because it's really complicated.
I see. Okay.
Journey.
Thank you for that. Thank you. Okay. What
By the
about
way,
you, Jacob?
I want to just make a small addition. To all the new players that will experience a demo, the full game, maybe a sequel.
Who knows? Who knows?
Who knows? Please, there's no handhelding for sure, but please open the settings and check through every button, because half of your keyboard is gonna be engaged with you. It's gonna be on your hand constantly, like a ring. It's constantly, you have to from numpad, not numpad, but the numbers to different buttons, different letters. A lot of buttons to press. Please take a look at the settings. Trust me, you won't regret it. It's a must. Our tutorial is just my advice. Key bindings, please.
Are you, by the way, planning to have controller support too in the game?
Sure, for sure.
Okay.
Right now. Oh, by the way, Wawa, your microphone.
Yeah. Okay. So, no, go for that.
Deck already works. We tested it on Steam Deck. It's just, unfortunately, Steam Deck doesn't have too much buttons, so we have to optimize the process a bit. But that's just it just takes a separate build for it, because we just run the normal build on Steam Deck and you can already play the game. You can already pass it. It's just there's some buttons missing, so it's gonna be UI has to be a bit adapted. But controllers, why not? It's just the same story. It just has to have a different control scheme and different UI pattern.
True.
Layout.
Okay. So as you missed our conversation here, is that I told our guest here, Vova, that if there is anything that you would like to bring up as a topic, as we touched here a lot of topics, in addition, you would like to talk about, feel free to do that.
Translate.
Но если есть что-то, про того, что ты хотел бы разговаривать с нами, перед тем, что я буду еще вопрос давать.
Yeah. I think no. I just listen questions and answer. It's just interesting.
No, but feel free. If you have any thoughts in your mind to speak about any topic.
Most of my ideas it's just programmer ideas about systems.
But that matters. We have spoken about it. It's important. Never forget. It's important.
Yeah, but really just a little part of all people can understand something what I said, and sometimes when I talk to the other people, I just said some new words for them, and they just like translate. Okay, interesting thing that if you're a gamer, you know a lot of strange words for other people, just gaming terms.
True.
And sometimes you just wait. You don't know this word? How? It's default normal word. How it is? And sometimes it's just interesting because sometimes people just hear new words from you, new sentences maybe, and they just, I write this in my notebook. Interesting.
They learn from you.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Is it a lonely feeling, by the way, going back to this topic that you mentioned before and now too, that people do not understand you because you are a programmer and they do not understand your part? Is it a lonely feeling, by the way, when it comes to like personal feelings?
Mostly not, but
Okay.
there is just one thing that in my как это, в моем кругу
Ты
общения.
можешь по-русски разговаривать, и Джакал тебе будет переводить, если хочешь.
Да. В моем кругу общения, короче, почти нет разработчиков игр.
Понятно.
И поэтому мне просто не с кем делиться опытом и впечатлениями от процесса.
Понятно.
Вот это вот единственное, что тяжело.
Но это тебе... Is it making you feel lonely? Я не знаю, как это спитать по-русски, но... Okay. And how do you deal with that feeling, with that loneliness, when it happens?
Okay, I just share my experience and some I got to the friends that doesn't know what happens, but just listen and
Also,
say,
you force them.
Да, yeah.
Понятно. Okay. Nice. Thank you, by the way, for each one of you and your honesty about the topics that we talked about. So, if there is no question on the chat, I will ask my last questions. But before we do that, our masked friend here, do you have anything to add to this whole conversation? Because you joined us, right? So you should say something at least, in my opinion, or show us something. Like, do you have any addition? Do you have any addition? Oh no. Okay. He smacked the developers. His developer's friend at almost. Okay.
He's also a developer, though. He's also a developer, but
yeah, I know. That's why I asked that. Does he have any addition?
He's silent. He's
silent. Mystery guy.
I've known him for so many years. I've never seen him without a mask.
Okay. Mystery mask guy. Okay. Interesting. Will he be in your game, by the way? As a mascot character, maybe? To cheer him on?
It's a mystery.
Okay.
It's a mystery.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, he's also our psychological support.
Oh, okay. Nice.
He's our comedy relief character.
Okay. Like a clown, just in a mask.
He's mad now. I think he's sad.
You should make your nose red, right? I was just joking. So my last question would be, what would be your personal message with the game? So when the game is going to be released, what is that message that you would like to have for the players that playing your game? Because I believe that all games have their special message, right? So what's that special message, personally, that you would guys?
I'll start with it.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Veronica. I'm gonna start with it real quick because that's such a topic I was waiting for. I was waiting for this question. As a message, no matter how good you are, bad you are, if the odds are against you, if the gods of randomness are against you, you're probably not gonna make it, or you're gonna make it, but it's gonna be hard for you. But you're good enough, you're gonna make it regardless.
Okay.
just think about it. Just think about it. I'm not going to say anything more.
Okay, thank you for that. Thank you. What about you, Veronica? What would be your personal message that you wanted always to have in this game for players?
I think I'm already said it.
True.
It's for really strong players. It's not so easy. It's really hard. But I like in this game this connection with some visual madness and the enemy madness. And I like this combination, and I like to play this game. And I have some of my friends that don't even play in the games.
I see.
But when I give them to play in our build, they're really interested in it, and they play again and again, die and play again, and die and play again. So this game can be interested even for people who just don't play in the games, because this game is so hard for usual player that it's like a quest to walk some another few meters. It's a quest. To walk to the end of the level. It's a quest. It's really interesting to play in it, and you really feel yourself. You really feel this regard when you when starting to when you're starting to understand how to play in this game, when you're starting to kill somebody, and it's somehow works, and you already like a skilled player. It's a good feeling, because it's not so good. It's not so easy. Yeah, okay. It's not so easy.
Okay. This game is going to be the Dark Souls of FPS games, right? We could say.
No. Dark Souls of journalism.
Or Elden Ring. The new Elden Ring, just in FPS. Yeah, love that.
Let's think it's Bloodborne.
Or Bloodborne, yeah, love that. Thank you, by the way, for both of your answers. Thank you. And let's switch to our last but not least member of the team. Vova, what's your opinion? Yeah, what would be your message, like personal message that you would like to have for the players when they play the game?
Your creativity is the most cool thing. Okay. And creativity can improve your gaming skills.
Okay.
It's all.
Okay. Thank you.
It's interesting message.
True.
True. From developer, I would try this next time when I would be playing.
True. But it's also true for the game, right? Because you guys talked about it, that there will be verticality and all kinds of secrets in the game. So it makes sense at the end of the day that players also have to be like, not just in their real life, but in the games when they are playing, right? To be creative, to like really search for items or for weapons or for anything. Thank you, by the way. I would like to say that I'm very honored and thankful that you guys joined me in this episode, and even our Max friend here. Hopefully he's not fallen asleep here. And yeah, thank you that you joined us for today's episode, and thank you everyone who joined us as a viewer for our episode, even watching the live stream, or will be watching back the VOD version, or on Twitch or on YouTube. Don't forget to wishlist Tale of the Bullet Knight on Steam. Hopefully this game will come out to other platforms as well, so you can wishlist and play the game there as well. And yeah, like I said, I will need some more of your minutes off stream, but for those who joined us for watching the stream, thank you for joining us, and have a great day or night, depending where you live. Bye everyone.